Welcome to Robertland. That's right, your favorite not safe for work comedy theme park podcast. And I'm your host, Robert Thompson, comedian, musician, theme park phenologist, all I do. What is up, everybody? How you guys doing? Boy, hey guys, welcome to the program. Sorry for the audio quality of this portion. I'm actually recording this inside of Monstro from Pinocchio's ass underwater in the ocean inside a giant whale butthole. So that's why it sounds like this, but thank you guys for rolling with it, and I love you. I'm really stoked because you're in for a treat today. Back when I had started this program, I had done a series on people incarcerated in the Disney jails. Disney jail is like it's a mythic place for me. I've grown up hearing about all these people going to Disney jail, and these are jails within the Disney theme parks. Where if you're a naughty boy or naughty girl or naughty whatever you want, dog, you gonna go to the jail of Disney. And I was always curious about like what happens to you. But you know, there's varied. Maybe it could result in real jail time depending on what you do. Maybe you'll get your pass revoked. And I guess there's been stories of people writing Disney about how it was a learned experience and how they never do it again, and then they can lift the ban. Or there's all sorts of variations. There have been celebrities that have been in Disney jail, like Blake Lively for sneaking in with her older brother when she was a kid to Disney, Robert Downey Jr. for smoking some herb up in there in the park. Of course, Robert Downey Jr. be doing drugs, and now it's hilarious because he's fucking Iron Man, so he's got carte blanche on that fucking place. But it's exciting, guys. This is a fun one. We've got our grand season finale coming next week with a great guest. I'm super stoked on it. We've been working hard on this program, and I love you guys. Thanks for listening. Goodbye. No, it's just getting started. You guys are in for a real treat. And then we have a sneak peek at a Patreon episode with me and my boy Manolo, talking about how we got on Kill Tony together, and how we're going to Austin this weekend. And we're going to play a good chunk of that Patreon episode on this one. You can hear the full thing on the Robertland Patreon. So I'm excited, guys. It's cool, man. We didn't, cure cancer or anything, but we definitely have a ball. I'm excited, though, guys. This is your
guys, I am jazzed right now. This is a brand new segment.
Oh, you know how he do.
Disney jail, where I get to talk to someone who's incarcerated currently in Disney jail. I got carte blanche,
some of that, right?
So I could talk to these folks.
All right, you better got me, boy.
Sir, how's it going, man?
Hey, what's happening, man?
Hey. So what's your name, sir?
Oh, me, I'm Captain Hook You Up, brother.
Captain Hook You Up. What brings you to the Disney jail? What happened?
Oh, man, I grew up here in Disneyland.
Really?
I've been here for a long time, out on the west side of Disneyland, you know?
Oh, okay.
Over there.
You wrote the West Coast...
I'm on the Catella side.
Okay. So what happened, man? How'd you end up here?
Oh, man, it's just a big misunderstanding, man.
Yeah.
There I was. I had left the park, which we don't really do a lot, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm out on Harbor Boulevard, minding my own business, selling people methamphetamines. And fucking all of a sudden, Disney security come up.
Damn.
I'm like, why are you harassing me? I'm just trying to make a living,
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Fuck, man. How long are you going to be in here for?
Oh, well, they say I got to stay for 3 turns of the line for Space Mountain. But I'm not sure yet.
Wow. That's crazy, man. Have you had any cellmates while you've been in here?
Oh, I had a couple, but they kind of went PC on me.
Oh, wow.
Protective custody.
Oh,
I get lonely in here at night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you got that Daffy Duck ass up in the air. I just, you know how it is, reporter man.
Oh, I know. I've been desperate. Well, not desperate, but I've had those vibes.
Hey,
I felt it.
what you doing, homie? That's right.
Oh man. So
you know how it is.
What do you plan to do when you get out of the Disney jail?
Oh, me?
You can go to Disneyland?
I got big plans. We starting a new record company. All right. It's called Disney Classics. All right. And we got a new band, the Disney Boys. They got a #1 hit track coming out called Disney Plus. I'm sure there's not going to be any problems with that.
No, I don't think there'll be any discrepancies.
We're going worldwide.
Yeah.
These kids got talent.
Oh man, fuck. So you guys heard it first, man. Life You can have dreams. It doesn't matter what's going on, man. Keep those dreams.
I'll be right there.
Wow.
Hey, man, I got to go eat. We only get to eat 3 times a day.
Do they feed you those bread bowls, the clam chowder and stuff?
That's on Wednesdays.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, today we having the spaghetti from the restaurant, the Italian restaurant.
Oh, I heard good things about it.
And one thing about Disney Jail is you eat real well.
Yeah,
you eat real well.
Yeah.
Only thing that sucks is churro Sundays because they give us all the old churros from the week.
Oh, so hard-ass churros.
They're hard as fuck. But, sometimes you could grind them up. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And you put them in with the ramen, with the top ramen, and you have it like a dessert ramen.
Damn. Well, shit. We got recipes. We've got anecdotes. We got dreams.
I ain't got no anecdotes.
No anecdotes.
Anecdotes. I mean, I had a couple earlier, but I sold them, motherfuckers.
Man, well, this has been exciting, guys. This is our first venture into Disney Jail.
Hey, man, you got another one of them cameras?
I don't know.
What about that microphone? You think maybe I could hold on to that microphone for a little while?
Oh man, I'm gonna need it though. Fuck, it cost me a few Disney bucks, if you know what I mean. But
have you ever been with a man?
Guys, I am excited. I have carte blanche here, and I'm actually inside a Disney jail. How you doing today, sir?
Oh, I'm so excited. Very excited to be interviewed by a man with a New York hat and a nice cowboy button-up shirt. Well, I'm so happy.
That's very flattering. You got a nice fashion sense yourself, Mr. Hatter.
Oh, I love a nice hat. Oh, would you like a cup of tea?
Oh, I'm okay. I don't know what's in that tea, my friend.
Well, I had to make it in the toilet. Oh, boy.
So what?
Oh, it makes me so sad.
Oh no, man! So we're here with the Mad Hatter. What brought you to Disney Jail? How'd you get here?
I was having a cup of tea with my good friends, the March Hare, and we decided to invite some guests, and it looks like perhaps we had put some ayahuasca in the tea. Oh boy!
Oh no! So I'm assuming that the Hare didn't. You didn't ask for the ayahuasca, right? Or
he loved some ayahuasca, but we happened to be at the characters' dinner with a lot of young children, and they weren't ready for the adventure of visiting the ayahuasca lady.
Oh no!
Oh my!
Wow, man! So, fuck. How long?
It was my unbirthday too.
I bet it was. How long you been in here, Mr. Hatter?
I've been in this jail since 1967.
Oh Jesus! You must have done a little more than just ayahuasca.
Well, when you're flying high on the psychedelic waskas, you start to understand that it's not important to wear your clothes anywhere.
Oh boy!
And people have a real problem with the human body around here. Oh boy!
Did you like cover it up with your hat? Did you fit? Could you?
When the police came, I said, I'll cover it up, and I put some mustard on it. And the police go, mustard? And I said, that's right. And then, of course, they arrested me after they tased me.
Oh,
it made me so sad. I love to laugh. And they made me cry. I got a little bit of mustard in my pee hole.
Mustard in your urethra is not a pleasant experience.
Oh, no.
Man, that's crazy. So what do you plan to do when you get out of Disney jail?
I'm planning to have an unbirthday party right when I get out.
Going back to Disneyland, huh?
That's the only place I know. I just want to find a nice young girl who's willing to just help me out and have a nice tea party with me.
Do you keep up with the presidential election of the United States this year? Or?
Oh, Donald Trump's an absolute monster. Oh, boy, I can tell. He's got a screw loose. Nobody should be tweeting at 2 in the morning on the toilet.
Well, you guys heard it first. Mad Hatter's not endorsing Mr. Trump.
I'm a big Ocasio-Cortez head. Oh,
really?
Oh, yes. Oh, she's so nice.
She's very open-minded. Some people may think some wild things, some different things. So that's good. You guys heard it here first, too. The Mad Hatter is endorsing this presidential election. Man, this is amazing. I am in Disney jail, and thank you for talking to me, Mr. Hatter.
Absolutely. It's better than just talking to one of these walls.
Oh, man. Mr. Hatter, I think you're not wearing pants anymore.
Oh, boy. It's welcome to my home.
Well, I better get out of here before it becomes an unhappy birthday for moi.
I like to be comfortable when I'm being interviewed. I love to laugh. Oh my God.
Hey guys, I am here in Disney jail. This is pretty amazing that I got carte blanche to talk to a prisoner in Disney jail right now. How you doing, sir?
Hey, what's up, fool? I'm doing all right, fool.
So, what's your name, sir?
Hey, my name's Jaime Cortez, fool.
Well, it's a pleasure. What brings you to Disney jail? What happened?
Hey, dog, I don't even fucking belong here, dog. Like, I didn't do nothing, dog. I don't even know why the fuck I'm here, eh? Fucking sucks, dog.
Well, I'm sorry. That's unfair that you're here and you don't even know why.
Well, like, basically, like, all I was doing, like, I was pre-gaming with my primo, you know, and my Jaina. And my two kids, we got a couple 40s before we walked in. And then, you know, security at fucking Disneyland sucks, dog. Like, I walked in there with all kinds of shit. I had a little bottle of tequila, like, fucking in my little, like, underneath my pito, you know? And they didn't even find that shit.
Wow.
But, you know, I got pretty fucking bellow, and I guess they didn't like that very much. But, I mean, I just wanted to be a part of the show, you know? I was right there watching the parade and shit. And, like, you know, Goofy, that's my fucking homie, you know? So I just stormed the stage. I wanted to fucking get a little picture, and next thing I know, fucking, I'm here, you know?
Damn. So you actually got on stage.
Well, yeah, I got on, ¿cómo se dice? The float.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, I think dreams do come true, guys. In Disney jail.
Well, cause you know, back in East Los, I got a homie named Goofy.
Oh,
so like, I just thought it'd be funny, you know, like jump on, like get a picture with Goofy.
Yeah.
Send it to my homie Goofy.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Because he kind of looks like that guy.
Man, so what? How long are you in the can for?
Well, I don't know, man. They're talking about assault charges and shit, like, but because like after that shit, like fucking Mickey tried to touch me and shit, and I was like, hey fool, I don't fuck around like that, you know. You don't know me like that, so I bitch slapped him, and then you know some other shit happened, and that's why. So I don't know what the fuck.
Oh damn. Well, Mickey apparently didn't know you like that, and wow. So what do you plan to do when you get out?
Well, you know, like the fucked up thing is though, when I came in here, they had to do that what do you call it? Fucking cavity search.
Oh,
but
really?
Yeah, but like they don't use like regular gloves here, you know, like in Disneyland jail, like they use fucking Mickey Mouse gloves.
Boy.
You see how big that motherfucker's hands are, bro?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Well, I hope your butthole's doing all right, sir.
I mean, it's just I made sure I had a feeling they were gonna do that, so I made sure I kind of had something for them, you know, back there, you know.
Oh,
because this kind of fucked up situation. I'm thinking, well, I did nothing, dog.
What did you surprise them with something?
Yeah, I mean, I just, you know, I spread my cheeks a little bit extra, so some shit dripped out, you know.
Oh, wow. Well, man, I am actually.
We call that the Jaime Sanchez.
Man, guys, this is amazing. We're inside Disney jail. You hear it first.
Man, Disney jail was inside me too, fool.
I know. Sounds like it. So what do you plan to do when you get out of the can?
Man, I'm gonna get out here. I'm gonna find that motherfucker Goofy, and I'm gonna get my motherfucking picture.
Yeah, you're gonna go to Disneyland, huh?
I'm coming right back, homie. You best believe that. They fuck with the wrong bot, though, homie.
Oh man. Well, guys, you heard it here first. They use giant gloves to spread people's butts apart at Disney jail. Thank you, Jaime. Okay. Cool, man. Do you know the Heimlich maneuver by any chance?
I know the Jaime maneuver. That's when it's the sex position though. That's
do you get lonely here in Disney jail?
Well, you know, Disney jail, like I sometimes they'll throw, you know, like bad characters in here too. So, you know, I got Donald Duck sometimes.
Yeah.
I get him dressed up like Minnie Mouse for me sometimes, and
shit.
That shit. So I give him the Jaime maneuver.
Damn.
That's when I put my balls on his forehead because he's got big eyeballs. And then I just slap him in the nose with my penis.
Well, man, I better get out of here before I start looking like Minnie Mouse. But yeah, guys, you heard it here first.
Hey, call my lawyer.
Tales from Disney Jail.
Man, hope you guys enjoyed those interviews with me and some Disney inmates. I know, real compelling shit, dude. I'm excited because right now we're going to go to a sneak peek at our Patreon episode with me, the man, the myth, the legend, the Manolo, and our good buddy, our friend, the late great Ryan D. So enjoy this this chunk of our Patreon episode this week. And I love you guys. Bye-bye.
Dude, or whatever. I was talking to my another comic, Luis Noriega, and he was like, every kid wanted to be a wrestler or a rock star growing up. Like, right? Like,
yeah.
And so somehow they're like comedy like lands right in between those, you know?
Because at the end of the day, they always call you a clown, right? I wouldn't
Yeah.
even see you fucking clown.
Yeah.
So, man, what's up, Manolo?
What it do?
Dude, it's so good to finally have you in the studio.
Yeah, I'm so happy
Have
to
on
be
the
here.
show, man.
You've been promising me this for a while now.
I know, dude. It's real.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the chupacabra. You know, like you come in contact. By the way, do you know anyone that said that they ran into the chupacabra?
No, the same people as you have probably on TV. Yeah, because that's man.
I saw it.
You know how that came about? The chupacabra? Do you know how that
No,
shit
what's
came
the
about?
origins of
We
that?
had a precedent.
Yeah.
President?
Was it Fox?
Not a precedent, but president.
President.
A Mexican president.
Presidente?
No, it was Salinas de Gortari. It's a crazy fucking story of that dude.
Selena was the president.
Salinas.
Oh,
no,
okay.
not Salinas.
I'm like, I mean, she's assassinated.
She's sort of a president
I mean,
for
pretty
a
much.
bunch of people.
She's one of a god.
Yeah.
But check this out. This motherfucker, he played the country like big time. He one time went on a hunger strike, dressed as Gandhi, and he's bold like Gandhi and thin like Gandhi. And yo, I'm on a fucking hunger strike, right? So the dollar, that's the peso and the dollar were 3 pesos for $1, right?
Yeah.
Right now it's 20 pesos for $1, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so we were kind of sort of like right there, right? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So everything he knew everything went down, right? Like the dollar went up, right?
Yeah.
So he made up this story about the chupacabra. Because there were
Really?
no really stories. So that's how that became a story. And after the chupacabra became a thing and after it all passed by, boom, we wake up to find out the dollar is now worth 20 pesos. You know what I'm saying, right? It's like a whack the dog kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Wow, I didn't know
Like
that.
smoke screen, yeah.
Why didn't he use the chupacabra on the peso after that? Why wasn't that like?
Why wasn't the chupacabra on the peso, right?
Yeah. Why wasn't he on the peso? Or like, yeah, what, dude? Well, it's beautiful, man, to have you here. People probably, you know, okay. I want to give a little backstory to the folks listening. You know, me and Manolo met because we both did Kill Tony. We both did the show, the very popular program they did at the Comedy Store at a time for years. And, you know, the whole show works where you would sign up and it was a guessing game if you're going to get up.
Yeah.
But, you know, that whole little pandemic thing happened. Shit went haywire.
The pandy.
And so people had to submit videos because they were doing it from, like, you know, Red Band Studio or Better Box Studios. And so at that time, it was really it was a rough time because people were like, how long is this shit gonna be? Like, it was right, and it was like May or
And
June.
it became like a sketch show for a while.
Yeah,
right?
because that's all that they had to like kind of adapt a little bit to like the situation. So that was before they were having people, you know, in the store again without the audience. But they had a show where, you know, like they would have people send in videos, and it was a different vibe, and you could see that they were kind of like. It was low energy sometimes because it'd be people that would be sending in videos of them doing stand-up that have never done stand-up before. So it'd just be like really drab, like, you know, in a closet, like whatever, you know, Epstein, you know, whatever, my balls, and it would just bomb. And the thing is, it seemed like it was more awkward for them to roast these people because it's like, it's kind of a different vibe without the audience and the energy of the show, you know. And so you got on it, and you had been on it before the pandemic. Both of us had been on it before the pandemic. It had been a while for me, and you had gone up a couple times.
I went I was up on the last show.
Were you up on the last show?
Well, I guess it was the Tim Dillon show, or no, in LA at least.
Wait, were you on the Tim Dillon one?
I was on the Tim Dillon, and then they did like a tour. I think they did another city, and then the pandemic struck.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, because you were on the road.
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
like they were in Texas, I think, or San Diego or Ventura.
Ventura.
Ventura was the last like
exactly.
Out and about, yeah. So Tim Dillon, I got to see that one.
Yeah, that's a cool show. I came up with my guitar, and I mean, they gave me a guitar, so I sang a Sublime song.
Yeah, you killed it, dude.
Yeah, do you remember that one?
Yeah, because what I noticed about you is like, you know, people might have like wrote you off like, oh, he's doing these shock like jokes and they're like street jokes and whatever. But then you had a very interesting story. Like you had different. You know, you seem like a man with a switchblade of talents. Whether you know,
like a show of the comedy, right?
Yeah. Well, you had like you had a no switchblade, but like
Swiss Army knife.
Swiss Army knife, not switchblade. Yeah, you're not like, you know, hey fucking I got some talent. You know? But you come equipped. You're talented. You got charisma about you. You know, and I think like when you did that Sublime song, I remember it kind of won the audience over. To be honest,
I knew what to do, man.
Yeah, because you bust out and like,
it was bright in there. It was bright in there, homie. Yeah. So I had to pull out the Sublime.
Yeah, and it really was a beautiful cover. I'm like, fuck, he can play and sing, and it was cool, and everyone was singing along with you.
Yeah.
Like that was probably one of the best like crowd responses. That was like, you know, when you watch a team come back, because you were doing like stuff and they were roasting you, and it was pretty like, you know, it was pretty like you were making the street jokes, and that could it just, you saved it like really well with that. And I remember I was like, oh fuck, there's a lot to this guy. And I remember during the pandemic, you know, I saw you on one of the shows, and you had suggested like maybe next time I'll get make it interesting.
Yeah, but you know what? I got it backwards. The Tim Dillon was actually my first time up. Then it was Chrissy Mayer and Norman.
Oh yeah, she was like the red-haired girl.
Yeah.
I remember I was at that show.
Okay, so it was the red-haired girl and this coolest, nicest dude. I forgot his name. Something
God
Norman.
Damn it, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah,
right?
fuck yeah. He's
a cool dude.
Yeah, he's really nice. Yeah. He's a great comic. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so that was the Mark Norman.
It wasn't Mark Norman. I know, because Mark Norman.
I think it was Mark Norman.
Like, hey, Mark Norman.
You know what? I'm pretty sure it was
by the Bay.
You know what? It was Mark Norman.
Was it?
Yeah.
Mark Norman.
Yeah.
I thought it was. Oh man, what? He's like a tall dude, and he's not like commercials, right? Yeah, because Mark Norman's kind of like Norm Macdonald in a way. Like,
yeah,
he's very,
it's that dude.
Maybe it was him. I don't know. Maybe I don't remember correctly. Either way, you were on it right before the pandemic.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether it was Norm Macdonald or whatever, but Noam Chomsky.
Storm and Norman.
Yeah, whether it was Noam Chomsky or whatever. But like, I remember
Norman Bates.
Yeah, Norman Bates. So I remember thinking like, oh wow, you like really won the audience over. And then the pandemic hit. They had to fucking reevaluate what they were doing. And I hadn't been on the show in a while. It had been like a year and a half. Cause like,
was that the one time you went up with the
too
purple
short
suit?
That was the last time I was on it, which is
the infamous purple suit.
Yeah, the most fucking painful. Okay, so I had
but you won it over with the impression, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it felt so good for so many reasons.
Did you do Vince Scully?
No. Well, so
it was him. No,
the first
doctor
time.
dude.
Yeah. Well, the first time I went up, it was Tom Segura, and it was a sold out show.
Yeah.
And I went with my friend, who is a sweet guy, Billy Y, and he was microdosing on shrooms, and his set didn't go so well. And I remember being like, "Holy fuck!" Because it really kicked in. Like, oh god, like dude, this is like ruthless. It's like a lion's den. Because the thing is, I had done comedy for a couple years, just on it like. I was really twacked out on Adderall, and I was just going out there, and I didn't give a fuck. When you get into comedy, you just kind of, you haven't been like humbled yet.
Yeah, of course.
And so you go out there, and I'd had years of like performing, whether it was in like punk bands or a sketch show or sketches or even like short films and stuff like that. So I'd met a lot of these, and one of my friends had been doing stand-up in LA for 12 years. Yeah. So he was friends with Tony. He was friends with the guys. So, I had taken a break from doing stand-up. And then, I'd done it in OC mainly because he told me, hey, eat a bag of dicks in Orange County and then go to LA. Okay. And so I was having a terrible time in my life. I was like probably abusing Adderall. I was like, I was in a very like just tumultuous. It was not a good place. Yeah. And I remember going to do that with Tom Segura, being at the show. And my friend was like, you should just go do that show. And I remember, I was kind of naive to it. So I started watching the show. I'm like, oh, fuck, this show's pretty, like, happening, right? Yeah. And so I remember just thinking, okay, I could do it. I'll just do the stuff that I remember from my act before. Okay. And I saw something Mitzi Shore said, like, when she, like, people had, it wasn't Mitzi Shore, someone else, a comic was saying, she loved when you talked about your family, and she loved impressions. Okay. And so I did that. I talked about my dad and his gaming, and how he's like a madman. Like he plays games and he literally loses his shit and it'll be a 14-year-old Montana.
Like what? Plays
Battlefield online, like
really
online gaming, and he loses shit like motherfucker
with 12-year-old kids.
Yeah, and then they'll be that cheating fuck shot me. So if I ever brought a girl over or whatever, yeah, he was into it. He'd be like, that sniping motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
And he'd get into things later too. He'd be like this was like in 2015. He was all, I'm Rick James, bitch.
Oh, he would do that? Oh,
like he'd find out. Yeah, he'd find out about things like later.
Did you know the way?
It was like a kid in the Midwest that just got into screamo, you know.
Yeah.
So it was funny because he would lose his shit. So I did a joke because I had a bit in my act before, where I talked about how my dad's like a poet and stuff. Because he would put together words that never heard put together before. It'd be like Jesus tap dancing Christ, which like paints a really beautiful picture, like Jesus tap dancing. Yeah, and so I did that bit, and then I did Vince Scully, you know, like the Tommy Lasorda's here today, stuffing his fat pig-like face with Dodger dogs. If there's one thing Tommy wants, it's another fucking heart attack, topped with mustard and ketchup. And like that, like, you know, it was
right.
You can't do that bit anymore now.
No, he's dead.
But Ryan, here's the thing. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a huge.
Am I the
Dodger
only
fan.
one who doesn't know who the fuck that is?
Well, I mean, you know,
Mexican, right? Mexican.
Well, it's different because
it's he's an LA staple, you know. Everybody who's
everybody who's from here knows who is he.
And well, I mean, he even called games in Brooklyn.
But he called the games on like.
I had to look them up. That one time I saw him, I had to look them up.
Oh, really?
Okay, I guess.
Well, see, the thing is, like, it was cool.
I get it. It is kind of a deep cut, but if you're a Dodger fan, you know who he is. You know?
Or even a like
They're just a baseball fan.
Yeah, because he would call their games too back in the day, like even football games and stuff. So he's just a known American like broadcaster.
And why him? Why did you choose him? How do you find out you could do it?
Well, because I had a Cuban friend that's a diehard Dodger fan, and you know my family's from LA. Well, his family's from Cuba, but yeah, but they're from, you know, Los Angeles originally, and then, you know, I have a grandpa from the East Coast, and he was a Dodger fan, so it was pretty much like he'd fall asleep. My grandpa would fall asleep to the games.
Yeah,
and then my friend Jose would.
And Vin would only broadcast on the radio, so like
for a long
time. So like
so
my dad used to just put the Dodger game on and then put the radio on because he hated the fucking sportscasters on the TV.
I guess a lot of people did that, right?
Because he was very. The thing with Vince Scully is like not only he's a good broadcaster, but he's a like amazing. Like he's almost very poetic in the way he calls games.
Yeah.
Just a brilliant broadcaster.
Yeah.
And he'd done that since Jackie Robinson in 1949 is when he started. He's still alive. He's 90 something years old.
He's still alive right now?
Tommy Lasorda just passed away.
Yeah, but they're two guys that have been with the team for forever.
What is he, like 200?
Yeah, he's almost.
He's like 90-something.
Yeah, he's 90-something. So he'd been calling games, you know, in his 40s, and it's crazy because they talked about how like he's basically been calling 100 years of baseball because when he had started, there's guys that have been playing since 1919. And then, you know, when he stopped 3 years ago, there's gonna be guys playing till 2030.
Jackie Robinson just won his freedom.
Yeah, like that, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's just been emancipated. Yeah, it was basically like that. But the thing about him is he's a very lovely, like, classy guy, and he's always been a fucking cool, like, just a beautiful guy. And you know, I realized I could do his voice in a way.
How that's
just because I'm a spaz and I imitate stuff, and so I would imitate it, and it just came over me one time. And you know, he's not like your typical impression. So I think all of those factors helped me because,
of course.
And I went up at the end, which could be a death sentence because that show, everyone's tired, and so I got very lucky. And I went up kind of like, and I saw my friend go up and get like ripped apart, and I was like, oh fuck. So I knew just to like go on what. It was a guttural thing. I'm like, all right, this will work. And for some reason, it worked. You know, I was really nervous in the interview for that one. I was like stumbly Susan, but they were fine because it was like kind of I think out of left field, a little different, you know? Like, so they were really cool. And so I go up a week later, and this is fucking ballsy, and all these people do this, but I'd started getting up at mics, but it was barely me getting back into stand-up after being fucking not doing it for a little minute.
A week later,
I got to Kill Tony. And I just was like, oh,
so
fuck
back-to-back weeks?
Yeah, and so Mark Maron was on it and Doug Benson, so it was another sold-out show. And I fucking go up there, and I followed two guys that were not comics. Like, one guy was, I'm a film producer, and he was like, the audience did not like him, but he was kind of like insulting, you know. And then like Mark Maron was just like, man, what is this? Why do people do this to themselves?
That's a good impression too.
Yeah, and so I go up there and
can you do a Tony impression?
no, I don't. Yeah, everyone can do a Tony impression.
Can you?
Hey, I'm Tony. I don't know. What's up, motherfucker?
This is Tony.
Yeah, there we go.
Fucking no. I guess if you play an interview of the Pet Shop Boys, do you remember the Pet Shop Boys?
The 80s
I always
group, right?
thought he sounded like those dudes.
Oh, did you sound like a guy in the band?
You got the brains, and I got the brawn.
You know dude.
Right, you know what I'm talking about?
For more of this interview, where me and Manolo talk about how he returned to kill Tony and crushed it during the pandemic, please subscribe to the Robertland Patreon. Okay? All right, have a good day. Bye.
If you just come outside, we'll go to Mars and get some candy bars. You must be from Buena Park, 'cause sugar, you have my heart. I don't touch your sugar, but yeah, a little taste of something sweeter. I don't touch your sugar, but yeah, injection of Raven's revenge. So sticky and so sweet, you were there for me. So sticky and so sweet, you were there for me. Oh, candy. Oh, candy. So sticky and so sweet, you were there for me. So sticky and so sweet.